Ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal doing Arsenal things. This is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. What the hell are we going to do, people? What the hell are we going to do? What the hell are we going to do? Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am not going to lie to you guys. I am not happy. I am not happy right now. I am not happy right now. This keeps happening. This keeps happening. And you know what? We have to take the L. I wanted this guy. I wanted him at Arsenal. We've been talking about Raphinha on this channel for a good couple weeks now. And it looked like we knew about this. We knew Barcelona were interested in. We knew Chelsea. If they came in, he preferred Chelsea over Arsenal. We knew about this. But I'm going to get this started in a second. I just need to stretch because this is starting to get to my head. I need to close that door because this is starting to get to my head, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm frustrated. I'm upset. I'm pissed off. But at the same time, Raphinha is not the be on and end all. There's a lot of ways to look at this, but let's just actually break it down. What the hell just happened? So first, was it 2 hours ago? We were talking about other stuff. We were talking about other stuff just 2 hours ago. But what happens? The Raphinha bomb drops. Chelsea stepping up interest in Raphinha. This was the first thing that happened. Chelsea stepping up their interest in Raphinha 2 hours ago. And I'm like, you know what? It doesn't mean it's done. No, Chelsea are just stepping up interest. Arsenal can still get this deal done. Arsenal can still get this deal done. Arsenal can still get this deal done. Then what happens? Then what happens? Woo! We hear about this. Raphinha won't agreed personal terms with Arsenal, but while Chelsea, this was yesterday, right? Then Matt Law comes out and says the wing back conversation is dead. He said Tuchel wants 1v1 attacking players. And it seems Raphinha is most likely to be joining Chelsea alongside with Raheem Sterling. Not only did they get Raphinha, but they're still getting Sterling. Wallahi, I don't know what to say, man. And then you got this one. This one hurts to the soul. This one hurts the most. Tier 1 Arsenal journalist coming out and saying Chelsea close to agreeing fee north of £55 million with Leeds, Raphinha, but not yet done, giving me that little sense of hope. And then saying Chelsea now best place with Leeds, 25-year-old long-term favorites. Barcelona cannot afford him presently, and Arsenal not currently at required price. Why are we at required price? Why are we at the required price? Why aren't we at the required price? Now, I'm not trying to melt down, but this is the frustrating part. Look at that. Not at the required price. We were trying to steal a march on Barcelona. We were trying to steal a march on Chelsea. We had the negotiations in our hands. We were first there. But of course, Deco, Barcelona man. Of course, Deco, Chelsea man. Of course, Deco. Raphinha's agent. He's always going to prefer a move to one of his former clubs. He was always going to do that. But at the same time, I've got myself in the mindset that Raphinha's here, that he's already coming. This is why I can't get too excited. People tell me, Igal, don't get excited. What do? I always get sucked back in. Always get sucked back in. Always get sucked back in. It's annoying. Let me go through it. Then you got Jacob Steinberg saying, understand that Chelsea are close to a £55 million deal with Leeds for Raphinha, must convince him to join over Arsenal or Barcelona. They got to convince him? Now they got to You're giving me a little bit of ink of hope. You're trying to give me a little bit of hope. You're trying to give me a little bit of something. You're trying to give me some hope. You're trying to give me some hope. And we got Monster coming on in a bit. Monster hasn't been on the channel for a bit, but he's going to be definitely rubbing it in today. Fabrizio Romano, guys, the one of the tier ones of tier ones coming out and saying Chelsea and Leeds have finally agreed, have a full agreement for Raphinha, officially accepted around 60 million euros, 65 million, 60 million pounds, 60 million euros, plus add-ons included, main part. Oh man, paid immediately. The main part of this deal will be paid immediately, and it's done between both clubs. Talks ongoing with the player in terms contract. Bowley is on it. Bowley's on it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Todd Bowley's revolution is starting with Raphinha. Understood that 60 million has been agreed. Honestly, rubbing the salt in the wounds. You got people messaging me nonstop. You got Sky Sports coming out, and now Sky Sports are even saying it. It's done. They're saying it's done. Raphinha. Then you got Arsenal guys trying to give me a little bit of hope. A little bit of hope. You're trying to give me a little bit of hope. But no, Raphinha hasn't decided what club he's going to join yet. It might be true, but maybe if Barcelona come in, he'll go to Barcelona. But I don't know about Arsenal. I'm not going to delude myself into thinking if Arsenal still have a chance to get Raphinha over Chelsea still. Do I? Should I do that to myself? Should I set myself up with that? No, I don't think so, man. I'm just going to relax. Arsenal had met with Leeds and had a verbal bid last few hours, which was turned down by Leeds. Chelsea are now working on getting an agreement done, also with personal term, also on personal terms. Guys, allow me. I'm struggling right now. Oh man, Osman, come on, man, Osman. The tier one Chelsea's coming out and saying Raphinha. Chelsea are now in talks with Raphinha over personal terms. And then here is the one of all. Raphinha has not decided which club he's going to go to. Arsenal and Chelsea are in a bidding war. If I see another bid from Arsenal, I will go crazy. But I don't think a bid will come in. But yeah. Guys, tell me how you're feeling, because I am devastated. I am quite annoyed. I feel like this happens over and over again. I knew Barcelona were interested, and Barcelona could always steal a march on us, but I didn't think Chelsea were going to. The moment Ousmane Dembele said he's going to stay at Barcelona changed everything. That Ousmane Dembele staying at Barcelona was the domino that made this fall. It's actually annoying, and it's not the part that is. You know what? It's just annoying, man. Let's bring Monster in. Monster, how you doing?
Yo, can you hear me, Gal? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you clear, man.
Hey, it's been a long, intriguing day. I can't lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I didn't think we were gonna get Raphinha. I thought we were gonna get Dembele. So this news is kind of surprising me as well, and how quickly it's moving. You know.
Let me ask you this: did you always feel like Dembele was somewhat could possibly be around the corner,
Yes,
or
because
did you feel like Raphinha was always there also, just as much
I felt Raphinha was there, but I thought it was like a domino, right? I thought the first piece of that domino right there, who will set things in motion, was Dembele, and he still hasn't signed. So I thought, nah, this news, like, we're not gonna hear anything with Chelsea and Raphinha until Dembele's solved, innit? Until now, Dembele's issue is still not solved. So I'm kind of surprised that Raw instead were just like, you know what, bun it, we're gonna go for Raphinha instead. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of wanted Dembele more, but fam, Raphinha, shit, I'll take that too.
Okay. I know. You said this earlier. You opened the eyes to Deco being former Chelsea. I didn't even consider. You know what I think of Deco? I don't even think about Chelsea. I just think about Barcelona, and that's why I thought he was so heavily linked to Barcelona. But it all makes sense now. Former Chelsea man as the agent, former Barcelona man as the agent, always saying to his player, he prefer. Bro,
You see, what the Arsenal journalists and those guys are not telling you was that Deco was trying to get Raphinha to Chelsea back in January. So we didn't start discussing with him now. We started discussing him back in December, November, and January. And we were waiting, because we were waiting for? We were hoping that he would get relegated so we can trigger whatever his release clause was, which was going to be 25 million. But now, obviously, it's like they were waiting for Barcelona first. Barcelona was always his first choice, but if it wasn't Barcelona, then they were going to go Chelsea. That's why that whole time Arsenal would bid, they were waiting out. They were waiting out to see what Chelsea and Barcelona were doing.
Okay. Arsenal journalists are still trying to give me a little bit of hope. They're trying to give me a little bit of hope. Raphinha is not decided, but given Chelsea's financial capabilities and Champions League football, the player prefers, as reported by The Athletic. I'd be surprised and delighted if Arsenal pull it off from here.
That's hope.
I don't think we're pulling it off from here.
Yeah, that's hope. It's done. If I was Arsenal, take that money and go get Serge Gnabry, man. Like, forget about Raphinha. It's over.
You know what? That's a good point. It's not the be on end all. Raphinha is not the be on end all. Raphinha is not the best player in the world. He's not Messi. He's not Neymar. He's not Ronaldo. But it's annoying, bro. It's so annoying. Like, obviously, you're not in my shoes, but like, just put yourself in the player situation. I get it. I get why he would go to Chelsea over Arsenal. I get why that his agent would want him to go to Chelsea over Arsenal. I get why, but do you think it's just more the fact that Chelsea were so quick financially to put the money down?
I think they always knew they've been talking for a minute, so they always knew Chelsea were lurking in the background. They always knew. Obviously, they were waiting for Barcelona, but they knew Chelsea were lurking. So it's like I said, we've been discussing with these guys for months. I remember reading the news and listening to the stories about it back in. I was listening to a podcast back in, like, when was it? November. I was listening to the podcast with Matt Law, and he was talking about, Chelsea are waiting to see if Raphinha's, Leeds are going to get relegated so they can go out and pay the money, 25 million, blah blah. So when they didn't get relegated, I just thought to myself, nah, we're not going to pay that 50 something to 60 mil. No way. We're going to try get Dembele for free. And well, lo and behold, we're getting him instead. It kind of screws Barcelona over as well, because it's either now they got to sign Dembele or what are they going to do?
Bro, it's just mad annoying.
You guys still have Gnabry, bro. You still have Gnabry.
We can still get Gnabry. Brandon, how you doing, man? How you feeling? Because in my opinion, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted the player. And if Chelsea, bro, play him as a wingback monster, wallahi, if you guys play him as a wingback and ruin this guy as another and make him another one of your attacker graveyards, bro, that's another story for another day. Because my man, he's too good to be playing as wingback. He's too good to be another Hakim Ziyech, another Pulisic, another Timo Werner. Like, bro, I don't know, man. I think for his own career, he could be making the wrong move going to Chelsea, in my opinion, bro. I don't know what.
It depends on how Tuchel's going to play, because I'm wondering, what are we doing now? Because we've got Raphinha to play on the right. We've got we're getting Sterling. That's happening too, to play on the left. Obviously Havertz down the middle. So where's Mount going to play? Or are we switching to a back four? I've got so many questions about what's going on after this.
Bro, it's annoying. It's hella annoying. What are you saying, Brandon?
To be honest, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm annoyed because I like Raphinha as a player. I think he's a good player. But if I'm being completely honest with you, Miguel, that money's better spent elsewhere. We're really lacking in midfield. We're really lacking in cover for Kieran Tierney as well. If we're gonna spend £55 million on a player, I'd rather we go and spend £55 million on a midfielder. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, most football matches are won and lost in the midfield, and the midfield for Arsenal is one of our weakest points in our team. So that needs to take priority for me. I think, Raphinha, as good of a player as he would have been for us, let's be honest, he was always going to be rotational with Bukayo Saka or Gabriel Martinelli. So
people are saying it's okay to cry. No one's fucking crying, bro.
But the point I'm making is we've got Martinelli, we've got Saka. Do we need a player who, Raphinha's great, and it's always good to have strength in depth and especially of that quality as well. But are we really desperate for a player of Raphinha's quality to come in and potentially not even play that many games for Arsenal, really? Because if Saka keeps him out of the team or Martinelli keeps him out of the team, then we've almost wasted 55 million, 60 million pound on a position that we're not necessarily desperate for. For me, midfield all day long. Go and sign a player for 55 million in midfield. Then once we've dealt with our priorities and the positions that we're really lacking in, then let's have a look at the winger position. I agree with Monster. The ambitious signing for Arsenal was always and always should be Serge Gnabry. Like cheaper as well, cheaper than Raphinha. So
I don't want to sound like rude, but I'm glad. I'm surprised you're not that angry. Because I'm pissed. I'm pissed off right now. But
I'm pissed too, man. Monster's just laughing.
Yeah. Listen, it's always good to take something off Arsenal, you know what I mean? Another one. We're stealing another one off your hands, you know what I mean? But like I said, man, I thought for Arsenal, it was better off to go and get bloody, what's his name? Raphinha, Gnabry, that's your boy. You know what I mean? That's one of you guys' boys. I've always said, why don't Chelsea look at him? Because he's available. I believe he's free next season. And I was talking to a stench Bayern fan the other day, and he was telling me he's probably not going to sign because he doesn't feel appreciated. Say where Sadio Mane didn't feel appreciated at Liverpool. So he wants out. So might as well, and he's cheaper as well. I'm sure they can get
Gnabry makes so much sense. He's sponsored by Adidas, and the marketing Arsenal can have.
Let me just read the super chat, and let me just say this. Sahal, bro, sorry, bro. Just I want the guys with cameras on today, bro. I don't think Deco is being formed. I don't think. Sorry. Thank you, Mark, for the super chat. By the way, I really do appreciate it, guys. Continue to hit the like button. Honestly, maybe it'll cheer me up a little bit. I don't think Deco, being a former Chelsea player, really means much. Deco tried to get Liverpool to sign him twice, but the price was too high then. Chelsea. Okay. That's true. But Liverpool were not trying to match the price that Leeds wanted at the time. I do think it has something to do with it, though. I really do believe that. Yo, what were we gonna say? Were you gonna say, Monster?
Yeah, it does, because he was purposely going to Chelsea and Barcelona, two of his former clubs, where he has good relationships with people there, to shop him over there. So they've been negotiating with Chelsea for months. Like I said, it didn't start today. This started back last year. I was watching podcasts where Matt Law was on, and he was saying at the time, like, Chelsea really want Raphinha for the summertime if they can get rid of, I think it was Ziyech at the time, and things like that. So yeah,
it was always going to be. It was always going to come down to the club that bid the most amount of money, and at the end of the day, as well, if we're being completely honest with ourselves as Arsenal fans, if you've got a choice between going to Chelsea or going to Arsenal right now, you're going to Chelsea because they're the most successful team in recent times. So as good as our project might look on paper, and we're getting in players like Jesus and stuff like that, that's potentially going to push us a little bit further on. Raphinha for 65 mil. I mean, like I said, I think that's better spent elsewhere, personally.
Yeah, I think I was gonna go into you now, but like I said, before the Raphinha stuff came on, I think the number one desired thing for Arsenal fans. I'm not gonna say we never wanted Raphinha. We all wanted Raphinha. We were all gassing out, but the number one priority was for us as fans. We wanted Serge Gnabry, and I think there's a report today that came out in the news that Bayern Munich are willing to going to keep him out the squad the whole season, so they've already frozen him out the club. So you've got a player in a situation who's a former player. He loves Arsenal. He's still wearing the shirts. It's at least 35 million. Like Brandon said, there's 70 million for Raphinha. It's going to cost 40 million pounds on Gnabry. That 30 million can get you another midfielder in potentially. So listen, we can't panic. But the only thing I'm worried about Raphinha is what's our plan B? Because we know what the fans' plan B with Serge Gnabry. We as fans have a plan B, but the club don't have a plan B, and that's the concerning thing.
You know what? I'm gonna put the link out. Everyone's saying come outside, Iga. You know what? I've done threads on why Raphinha is perfect for Arsenal. I've done full-on articles on Twitter. I've done TikToks on how Raphinha is gonna change Arsenal's future. And now he's going to Chelsea. This is why I do this to myself. Yo, Sahal, if you want to jump on, anyone wants to jump on, the links now. I just wanted to get the first 20 minutes, make sure we have everybody with the camera on. Focus. But I'll
Yeah.
get you guys in right now if you want to jump in.
No,
Let me
Before-
see some of the comments.
Very few-
Big up Detroit City. Big up Detroit Rock City in the house, saying Arsenal can have Gnabry. He already checked out of Bayern. You know what? Everyone has been saying Raphinha is too much money. Some people are saying, is Raphinha, Gnabry's available for cheaper? I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted Raphinha, Premier League proven player who works hard defensively. I already know the Brazilian connection is going to mean something, but now he's going to Chelsea. What I have to say to Chelsea people is I want to see how he works out at Chelsea, because in my opinion, he's too good of a player to be playing as a wing back. He's too good of a player to fall down the same route of a Hakim Ziyech or a Timo Werner or a Pulisic kind of situation. This has happened too many times before at Chelsea. I don't want to see that happen again. I don't want to see that happen again. But we'll have to wait and see.
I'll be honest with you. I couldn't care. I couldn't care less if it does happen again, because at the end of the day, you know, if he does flop at Chelsea, even better, even better. You know, but the point being is, you know, I wouldn't get too annoyed about it all again. I know you made threads on it and stuff like that, and that's one thing that I'd say. You know, you need to calm down a little bit on. Let's get these deals over the line first. But Sam's right. The club have got to have a plan B now. At the end of the day, the club have showed their hand, and they have. You know, it's well reported that Arsenal made a £55 million bid. So we have £55 million to spend, whether that be in a midfielder, a left back, or even a winger. We have that money to spend. The club have no excuses now. They have to spend that money.
You know what? In my opinion, I am just so annoyed. Monster, from a Chelsea perspective, before I add some of the other people, I'm gonna add M. People, the link is in the chat. If you want to jump in, jump in. Monster, from a Chelsea perspective, is there any surprise that you're getting him?
A little bit. Like I said, I thought it would be Dembele. So I am kind of surprised. It kind of, because it was always a thing where it seemed like we'll wait to see what happens with Dembele, and if it doesn't work, we'll go for Raphinha. But the way it accelerated over the last couple of days, or since yesterday, it really, you know, accelerated real quick. So I am kind of surprised how quick it's just happened.
Chelsea hijacked the deal, man. Raphinha PR manager Z Ahmed is also manager of TT. Is that true?
No idea. Maybe it's possible.
What? Brace Eagle, another hijacking loading. I swear to God, if Manchester United get friggin' Martinez, that will be just the dagger in my spine. Literally. M, what are you saying?
Listen, man, we missed out. We missed out, and it's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. But listen, Edu Gaspar, I blame him. This guy has been getting so much praise over the last few days. I believe Gabriel Jesus came because of Arteta, and Arteta was the reason why he joined Arsenal. I don't think it had anything to do with Edu. And listen, we have to move on to our plan B now. What is our plan B? Jared Bowen? I think that's a massive downgrade from Raphinha if we sign someone like Jared Bowen.
And he's going to cost 80 mil, bro. Jared Bowen's going to cost like 80 mil.
Bowen?
And he
wants to buy Bowen.
Arsenal.
Listen,
yeah,
Arsenal.
This time I'm going to drain you dry for Bowen.
Arsenal were linked with him. So listen, if we get Jared Bowen from after missing out on Raphinha, that's just going to be, especially what West Ham are asking for. West Ham are going to be asking for ridiculous money for him as well. So it does not look
They'll
good.
bleed you dry. They will bleed you dry for Bowen, man. It will be way more expensive than Raphinha was. I can tell you that now.
It's annoying, bro. It's annoying.
There's a certain winger at Bayern Munich we could go for, much cheaper.
Yeah, we could go for Gnabry. We should go back in for Gnabry. But the thing is, the Gnabry thing is a pipe dream, because he's going to want 300K per week. He's going to want
with the Gnabry thing, I think it's a fan thing. All the fans want Gnabry. I don't think the club want Gnabry, so it's going to be very difficult.
Are you sure Arsenal aren't waiting for him to become a free agent?
Monster. All I know is when it's time to do your analytics and check all the stats and everything for Raphinha, you don't have to go far. Just rewatch some of my old videos.
Why? You did
Because
you did
I
the
literally broke
breakdown.
down. I literally broke down the analytics of where he's gonna play, how he's gonna do stuff. Like, bro, I put in my mind he was an Arsenal player because we bid twice, bro. We don't do stuff like this. We don't play around like this. He was nailed on to come to Arsenal as long as Barcelona didn't come in. Chelsea have stolen a march on not only Arsenal but Barcelona also.
But the journalist did say that Barcelona was his first choice, Chelsea were his second choice if they come in. So it's been known.
I know that, but it's just the annoyment of the fact that you guys did it so swiftly. Like it wasn't even,
Surprised me too.
bro. This is how a club should be run. A club should go in, drop the money, and say, you know what, that's the player we want. This is how much you're asking for. Okay, we're gonna give him to you. So Hall, talk to me, bro.
Yo, Igal, look, a lot of people been saying this, and you know what? I kind of agree, but hear me out. Raphinha going to Chelsea is not my problem. My problem is our plan B. You know what our plan B is? Cody Gakpo, Leonardo Trossard, and Marco Asensio. That is our plan B. If that's our plan B, God help us. God help us, because Gnabry is not our plan B. Arsenal do not want to pay those wages. So what's the point of saving those wages if we don't want to spend it? That's another question I got for Arsenal and the people running Arsenal. We have saved so many wages with Oba's wage gone, Laka's wage gone. Where's all these wages going now? Half of the squad is gone. Our biggest earners are gone. Leno is leaving. Half of our big earners are running out the contracts this summer as well. People like Bellerin and these guys, they're running the contracts down. You're telling me we can't afford Gnabry? Make sense. I think we're gonna get Cody
Talk to
Gakpo.
me about Raphinha, bro.
Bro, I think Raphinha, there's not much to say about Raphinha, but I feel like this means I don't think Arsenal put a bid in. They didn't put a second bid in. It makes no
You
sense.
did put a second bid in.
I don't think we did, because it's saying on the thingy, on the tweet, it's saying Chelsea put a bid in and Arsenal are talking about matching the bid. I don't know what's going on, but I think this means we're gonna get someone like Cody Gakpo or one of these men, and we're gonna run with that basically. I don't think we're definitely gonna get a winger. It feels like we have to get a winger in, because especially with the Saka situation, like I told you, I was excited for Raphinha. I can't lie, this is a massive loss. This is a massive loss because the other players are teared down. Let's be honest. No disrespect to them. They're teared down.
You know what? You make a good point there. But since we still have Monster here, Monster, give us some insight on, like, is this how Todd Bowley and you guys are gonna move now? Just move silent? Like, what's going on?
Well, because there's so much going on at Chelsea, man. Like we're clearing house in terms of the board. We're trying to clear house in terms of some of these players as well, innit? But before, what Chelsea would normally do in the past administration was, which is surprising me, normally we'll get rid of players first before bringing players in. But what they're doing now is they're kind of, apart from obviously Lukaku, we got rid of first. But apart from Lukaku, we're kind of getting guys in before we get guys off the books. So I know Raphinha is meant to be like a replacement for Ziyech, but Ziyech is still here. Although we're getting rid of him, he should be going AC Milan soon, innit? But yeah, we're kind of moving swiftly, and it's come to my surprise. Like, I'm so surprised. I'm surprised how quickly Lukaku, they got rid of him, because normally before that would drag on till the end of the window, or they would have probably kept him. But they got rid of him within the first 2 weeks of the window, which really, really surprises me. So it seems that Chelsea are moving quickly, and that surprises me a lot.
CFC pulled LFC. Get a deal quick. Oh man, you're right.
Get deal done quick, yeah.
Quick. Get a deal done quick. That's how you should do it. That's how you have to do it sometimes. In order to get it done, you got to move quick, move silent, get everything sorted out before anyone else can come in and take your player. And Brandon's right. We cannot now rest on our sorrows. We have to go and get the rest of the business done. On the Arsenal end, we're going to talk about this more often, but let's just stick on the topic right now. More people want to jump on. There's more news, guys. It's looking like Chelsea. This deal is pretty much wrapped up, guys. This deal is pretty much wrapped up. Chelsea have gate crashed Arsenal's bid for Raphinha. Arsenal spent a day trying to revive the deal with Leeds, but the Brazilian is on the verge of signing with Chelsea, as reported by the Mirror. Let me show you. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not the fact that Chelsea took him. It's the fact that I've sold myself on the fact that this player was pretty much there for the taking. He improves us so much, and I could just see him playing so well at Arsenal, man. We got Hancho in the house. Hancho, what's good? You're a Chelsea fan. What are you saying?
Yo.
Yeah,
Can you hear
Hancho.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, Arsenal just got hijacked under the bus right now. You guys should go for Almiron.
Who?
Almiron will be a good signing for Arsenal.
Who?
Almiron from Newcastle.
Bro, stop it, man. You're ruining the credibility of the show. Be honest.
Huh?
My guy's trolling.
He's trolling.
My guy's trolling. My guy came in just to troll. Literally. I give you guys a chance. You come on here to troll. Allow it, bro. Listen, Monty, is there anything else to say, bro? Because
what I would say, Gal, is we do need a player of quality to come in that position, though. Let's not get it twisted. We've lost out on Raphinha, but we do still need a player of quality to come in that position, purely and simply because whenever Bukayo Saka don't play, there's a massive drop off in terms of quality.
Oh, bro, don't piss me off.
So we do need.
Look at this, Brendan. Look at this. Arsenal are not coming close to matching Chelsea's £60 million offer. What?
Arsenal to a T, mate. Arsenal to a T. At the end of the day, the way I look at that is if Arsenal are not even coming close to the 60 million, it's because they know that he's going to Chelsea. He's probably already made it clear to Arsenal that, look, I'm going to Chelsea. There's no point in even, you might as well move on. So,
man saying, where are you now, Tottenham fans? Thank you for the super chat, bro, but I don't get it. What does this have to do with Tottenham? Are Chelsea Tottenham? Are Tottenham fans now celebrating Chelsea's victories? I'm confused.
Well, that means now they can get what's his name, Richarlison, because we won't be going for him now. So they can have Richarlison now.
Oh, that's true. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Brandon, you're saying it as we hold the L, we just move on, bro. That's what I think. What are you saying? Because at this point, it's just going to be a thing where it's going to be dragged out for a couple of days, a couple of weeks. Every day, people are going to try to bring back Raphinha stuff. I'm not going to hide. I love the fact that we were linked to Raphinha. I thought he was a great player. But you know what? People saying they're not upset by him going to Chelsea. I am upset. But at the same time, you have to move on. That's the reality.
Yeah. And this is the thing. At the end of the day, let's say Arsenal did sign Raphinha. Yeah, that's still not enough. We still need midfielders. We still need a cover at left back for Kieran Tierney. We still need, all these other positions being dealt with. If Arsenal had just signed Raphinha and Gabriel Jesus, that doesn't allow for the fact that our midfield's still awful. When Thomas Partey playing, our left back option when Kieran Tierney's not available is still awful. So. Raphinha doesn't really change much for Arsenal. He's a quality player that could come in and do a job, and push Bukayo Saka, push Martinelli to be better. But it doesn't really deal with our problems. Let's be honest. We need to focus on other areas for me.
Yeah, we got some people backstage. Gio, what are you saying, Gio? Gio, you there? Gio, can't hear you.
Yo, what's good? Yo, man, come spend that money over here. Rafael Leao, he's available for 150 M's. And thank you, Monstar. You gave us our best defender in the last 10 years. And Tamori, Man United out there trying to get him. 150
I would
million
take
plus.
Leal in a heartbeat, but you said 150 mil.
Yeah, he's gonna cost a lot of money.
No one's paying 150 mil for Leal.
That's
and
the
he ain't going
release
anywhere.
clause,
Bro, I would love Leao, but no one's paying 150 mil for Leao, bro. That's
Yeah,
too
he'll
much.
cost a lot. Like Leao will
That's way
really
too much
like.
money for Leao.
Yeah.
But yo,
You gotta remember
AC
who his
Milan,
agent is.
AC Milan get rid of Leao for 150 mil. That's probably to like, I don't know, Man City. Like who's gonna pay that money?
He'll run down his contract when he wants to leave.
And
Yeah.
at that point, if he runs down his contract, you think he's coming to Arsenal?
Nah. No, not if Arsenal ain't got Champions League football. Nah, I can't see it.
Leao will go to one club,
It's like Real
PSG.
Madrid or Barcelona or PSG. Yeah.
PSG. I think because apparently there's talks about Neymar. Apparently, like if he stays on for a certain amount of time, then they trigger this automatic contract extension where he ends up being there for a certain amount of years, and they have to carry on paying him 600 grand or whatever it is a week. I think they might move on from Neymar. So, yeah.
All right, let's go to Jem. Jem's in the house. Jem, I think this is the first time you've been on the channel in over a year. Of course, you're gonna come on now. How are you doing, Jem?
Look at that smug face. Look.
I just finishing off your tears in my bottle. Fucking tastes nice, mate, to be honest. Salty, but it's all right. We move. I just find it funny how across Twitter we saw loads of pictures of Raphinha in an Arsenal shirt, and then, you know, I'm not even looking at my phone. My phone's blasting off, and I'm in a meeting, and then I see Chelsea, you've got Raphinha. I just started laughing.
Crazy.
I was just like honestly, the react because I didn't expect it. It just came out of nowhere. Literally come out of nowhere. Listen, it doesn't surprise me that he chose us. And I sound like I'm being sorry, but it doesn't surprise me that he chose us. I mean, it's a bit of common sense, isn't it, really? We're in the Champions League position. He wants Champions League football. Let's be serious. That's
You wanna know
one big,
something, Jem? I don't
big common
disagree.
factor. Huh?
I don't disagree. It's just more the frustration that how quickly you guys moved.
Well, this is the thing. People thought that, you know, that Roman sort of era had gone and we weren't going to, you know, be doing deals that quick. And to be honest, that was proper stealth mode. That was stealth mode, bro. Like, I don't know where we came from with that. That was just like, bang, there you go. Cool, done. And that shocked me as a Chelsea fan. That shocked me looking.
Can I ask you a question, Jeff? Are you still in for Sterling as well, or is this?
We've got 35 million. We put 35
Yeah, we're
to 40
getting-
million for Sterling.
We're getting
as well.
Sterling. We're getting Sterling as
So
well.
look, I'll be honest. If we're talking about the player himself, he's a top player. He is a good player. He's not enough though for us. And this be serious. We've already seen forwards come to this football club and not work. So this thing of Thomas Tuchel now being able to pick who he wants, the pressure's on him because he's going to have to make it work with these players he's bringing in. And look, Raphinha has the qualities that we don't actually have in our forward line at the moment. I feel like in tight spaces, in games at home where we're struggling to break teams down, he's the type of player that can unlock the space, but also drive into the space because he can dribble, he can create. He doesn't score many goals, but it's something that Thomas Tuchel can work with. And maybe playing under Thomas Tuchel, we will see an even better Raphinha from what we've obviously seen at Leeds. It's very hard to judge at Leeds because I thought he was a very good player, but playing for Leeds, you know, they're not the best of teams. But it is a bit of a big L for you guys because, Ornstein came out himself and said, when he came out and said Barcelona's first, Chelsea second, Arsenal were third, and then you see Arsenal, I genuinely thought we were just going to sit there and watch it. And then we saw today news come out saying, Chelsea are quite interested in Raphinha. And I just thought, it's another visual FC. You know, we're just looking at this guy and we're looking at everyone. When we see news as a Chelsea fan, it's doesn't mean much to me because we're linked to every Tom, Dick and Harry. Do you know what I mean? So that's the monster knows himself. He sees
Do you not think, I mean, the thing is, Jem, as well, it's the same thing. What I thought was happening was Beko and Raphinha, they were waiting out to see what Chelsea and Barcelona do with the Dembele situation, innit? That's where I thought Chelsea were going. I thought, all right, wait for Dembele, we'll see what happens. And then that will probably decide where Raphinha's going. But then Dembele's...
The big thing there is they've actually made, in my eyes, with the whole Dembele thing from what we know up to this point, they made the right decision to act now because they could have waited on Dembele and these lot could have just gone, maybe pumped a little more into it. He might have just...
But it's only a couple more days left because Dembele's contract officially ends, so he has to accept Barcelona's terms by Thursday.
June the 30th.
You will only no other options unless we try to pull up, but I don't think we're willing to. We want because we need a player that's available. That's one of the main reasons we went after Raphinha is because he's already out injured. and that's why it was such a key signing for us. You know, playing in the Europa League, with this being a World Cup year, you know, the World season being disturbed. I mean, everything needs depth more than ever this season.
I don't think we commit to this signing if we don't know Dembele's coming. Like, I think we've probably got a good idea that he's probably staying. And
One
Musa
second.
Sissoko, his agent, was there
I
anyway.
got two people backstage who wanted to jump on. We got Elliot. Elliot, you're an Arsenal fan?
Yes, I am. Yes, I
How
am.
you doing, Elliot?
I'm
Big
good.
up to you. And we got one more here. Are you a Chelsea fan or Arsenal fan?
Arsenal fan.
All right, talk to me, guys. How you feeling?
Well, first things, credit to Chelsea for, waiting in the wings and gazumping us on time. And quite simply, it came down to two things. Dembele went to Barcelona, and we didn't put out the money when we did. But again, thank goodness that we signed Jesus, because guess where Chelsea was coming after they lost Lukaku? They were coming for Jesus. So they were coming for Jesus. That's why I said, get him out, get him over the line, because if they ever got a sniff of him, he was gone. He was literally gone. So thank goodness we got at least one guy out of this. I mean, we won the Jesus War, you won the Raphinha War, so we called honors even.
Fair enough.
Okay. What about you, Success?
No matter how we're going to put it, I just feel like we were robbed. Like, this one was, wow. I feel heartbroken because no matter, I know we need a midfielder, but we needed Raphinha to come to us. It would have been an upgrade on Saka. Probably Saka would have gone to the left side. But this one just hits me hard. Thank God it's not even Tottenham. It would have been worse than this. So, I don't know. No matter how we say we needed a good midfield, of course we need a good midfield. Raphinha would have just been a direct solution for us. Push Saka and Martinelli up and give us that cutting edge, which we lacked last season. Just imagine 3 games to go and 4 points above, and we just blew it just like that. And this season we're going to be having Europa League plus Premier League. I don't just know. The only way out is probably get Serge Gnabry. Forget about that 300. This thing is it. We need to get him. We need to get him. I don't fancy Bowen or trust that true sort of a guy being an upgrade or being close to Raphinha. That's how I feel. I say it.
Big up Success for coming on. Big up Elliot for coming on. Really do appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you. Now I'm just gonna ask you guys a quick question. There's someone already made like alternative options. What do you guys think about these possible alternative options? You got Gnabry, who costs around 35K, but he's gonna want 300K per week. You got Gakpo, who's gonna be cheap and he's gonna be decent wages, but he's unknown. You got Diaby, who's very young, unproven in the Premier League, but he's doing really well in the Bundesliga. And Leao, who's going to cost 150 mil, but he's going to be on decent wages. I don't know, man. I don't think.
I think you have to scrap the Leao thing. That's not going to happen. Out of all them three, I think Gnabry. No, but I mean Gnabry he's a goal scorer. If you can get a sniff of him, he would be perfect for you guys. But at the same time, Diaby, I rate Diaby. I think Diaby is a top player personally. If you can even get any interest from him as well, I mean, he's very direct, very, 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 very quick. And he can finish. I don't know if these guys are interested to leave though. Are they linked to wanting to go? Or?
Diaby has been linked to Arsenal before. We have been linked to Leao, but that was before they put 100 million plus price tag on him. Gnabry, we've been linked to him, but it's not concrete. And Gakpo, we've been heavily linked to him, and he's a reasonable price. He's going to probably cost around 35 million. And it looks like he's actually Leeds' replacement to Raphinha. So I don't think he's going to come to Arsenal. I think he's going to probably end up going to Leeds.
Monster, who do you think Arsenal can actually attract, though?
It should have been, like I said it before, it should have been Gnabry, bro. Should have been Gnabry. I thought Arsenal were going to go for him because he wants out and he's got 1 year left. It don't look like he's signing. So it should have been Gnabry. He's an Arsenal boy as well. So it'll be his homecoming. And obviously he's proven. Do you know what I mean? He's a proven winner. He's been there, done it for Bayern, scoring on multiple important occasions for Bayern Munich as well, innit? So, should have been Gnabry, but.
So do you think themselves to blame for not getting Champions League football?
Yeah. Champions League football obviously definitely played a part. Yeah, 100% did. So you lot not getting it,
I
All
got
right,
shoot babes,
guys,
yeah.
just to let you
Sorry.
know, GNA TV is in the title of the video. Go subscribe to my guy Jem. He does Chelsea content every day. Go check him out. You're gonna be doing a video today?
No, I'll be doing one tomorrow. I've got Ben Jacobs coming on Thursday as well, actually. So we'll see how
Big
that
up.
goes.
Yeah,
So
guys,
I'll
go
see you
check
in
that
a bit.
out. Right?
Big up, man.
Big
See you
up,
later,
Jem.
Monster. Take care, Sam. See you later, guys.
Take
Peace
care,
out.
man.
Well,
See you
yeah,
later, man.
guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Before we go, Monster, you got anything to say, bro?
I'm just happy. I guess I'm happy that Raphinha's joining in it. You know, we stole another one of your girls. You know, Mr. Steal Your Girl. It is what it is, isn't it? So you guys are gonna have to hold that one.
She'd be happy
Huh?
about Sterling and Raphinha.
Yeah, Sterling's coming as well. We're gonna have Sterling and Raphinha on both sides of our wings, and obviously we gotta get the other guys off the books as well in it. So I'm quite happy with what we're doing, man. You know what I mean? We just gotta sort out our defense and our midfield, and then we'll see what happens next season.
Facts. What about you, Sam? Give us a positive spin. What are you saying?
Listen, like I said in the space, I mean, there's ringer market's not like the striker market. There's a lot of players there available that we can get. Gnabry being one of them. So if this is August, gal, then we should be worried. But it's June. We've got 2 months to find one winger. No worries.
No worries. Guys, I'll leave you on this. I just want to say big up to everyone who's been in the chat. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Maybe it'll cheer me up a little bit. I am devastated that we didn't get the guy, but it's not the end of the world. We can still go and get proper wingers, like my guy said. We still have a long way to go for the window, but we'll hold this L. This is the first L of the window, or maybe even if you want to call it the second L of the window, I'll take it, and we move on. There's nothing else you can really do. But big up to Mark for the super chat. Big up to Detroit City for the super chat. Big up to Rikish for the super chat. Selection and Matthew and all the moderators. Big up to all the people in the comment section that I see all the time. Big up to all you guys, and big up to everyone who's new around here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you don't know, you can catch me on TikTok, you can catch me on YouTube, and you can catch me on Twitter. EGTV Egal everywhere. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Nothing else to be said. Big up Monster for coming back. Go subscribe to his channel. He'll be doing content very soon on there, I'm assuming.
Soon. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe
to announce
tomorrow.
our new attacking signings.
Definitely. And to the people saying I'm in the mud, yeah, I am. But we move on. We pick ourselves up and we move on. Arsenal's transfer window is not over. One player doesn't make a club. It's not the end of the world. And we move on. Right now, it's going to take a little bit to get over it, but we move on. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I'll start it the way I ended it. It is what it is. Anyways, big up Sam for coming on. Big up Monster for coming on. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Join as a member also. And yeah, Arsenal couldn't pull off the deal. It is what it is, guys. We keep it moving. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Peace.